Hello friends, this is Neha from Crafty Creation. Today I am at the Craft Shop channel sharing a polymer clay tutorial, and I'm working with texture stamps. Texture stamps are amazing. They add great textures and design to your project. These two are the examples of the texture stamps, and these are from Lisa Paveka. These are similar to rubber stamps but are pretty flexible, and this flexibility helps in making one of the techniques called the Sotton Slice, which I'm gonna share with you today. But for all other techniques, you can use a lot of different stamps. Go ahead and experiment on your own. You can use different rubber stamps. I like to use rubber stamps, but you can even use clear stamps. So it's like a wide variety of stamps that you can use. So let's start with a very simple technique where you have to add texture to a sheet of clay. So I have this white sheet of clay rolled out on the thickest setting on my pasta machine, and I've placed the stamp face down onto the clay sheet here, and I'm rolling the pin using equal pressure to get a good impression. And ta-da! You get a beautiful texture on your clay, which looks very amazing. You get all those raised effects, which looks very pretty. If you want, you can just leave this design as it is, or you can highlight it using some kind of pigment powder or paste. I'm using a anti-gold color pigment powder from my stash, and using my index finger, I'll apply the powder just on the top of the designs. I'll use very light hands so that I don't accidentally place the finger in between the designs, because I just want those raised areas to get highlighted, and I want my the not raised areas to be white. Once happy with the look, you can use this sheet to make a different jewelry or use in any kind of design as it is, or you can do is, if you don't like those raised areas, you can just use your rolling pin and roll the sheet once or twice, and you will get that flat effect, which again looks very pretty. And here I have made that pendant using that very beautiful texture sheet that I just created. Now let's talk about the Sotton Slice technique. It's a very pretty result giving technique, but for this you really need a very flexible texture sheet like this one that I have here. For my technique today, I have created this rainbow color Skinner blend. You can always go with a regular color sheet. I just wanted to make it a little more interesting, so I used this rainbow. I'm using the rainbow color Skinner blend, and it is rolled out at the thickest setting of my pasta machine, and I've cut out long strips of the clay, and now I'm slowly pushing the clay into my texture stamp. I want the clay to completely fill the design. You can choose a particular area in the stamp, the design that you like most, and try filling that area. Or if you are working on a brick project, you can fill your whole stamp, which however you wish to, but you really have to push the clay into the stamp so that there is no area left, and the whole area that you want the design on your project is completely filled with clay nicely, and you make sure that the clay is all into the design. Once covered the design with clay, I will use the rolling pin to make sure everything is even. Once done, I'll use a flexible blade to carefully trim out the top layer or the excess layer of clay from the stamp. Be careful to not cut into your stamp. It looks a little overwhelming, but it is quite easy to do. You just have to be careful and trim out very thin layers of clay, and you will be all good. Now take another sheet of clay. I'm using white here, rolled at the thickest setting of my pasta machine, and put it on the design and on the work surface with the stamp on top. Use your rolling pin and with very light hands roll the stamp so that the design is nicely attached to the sheet of clay, and then peel out your stamp very carefully. Patience is the key here. Do it slow and steady, and if you see any clay still stuck to the stamp, you can go back, press it with your fingers and make it stick to the clay sheet and get the good results. And there you have it, a very beautiful texture effect. You can use this for different projects and they always look beautiful. I made this rainbow pattern and I loved it, so I converted it into a beautiful pendant for my necklace. I hope you guys enjoyed this video and will give it a try. Thank you for visiting. Have a nice day.